Killa passes down some shrooms.
Does Zanzibar have he still has like a hot stone plate, right?
Somewhere, yeah, probably.
Samson's gonna put his cooking pot on it and borrow an into decanter and just sort of make a stew.
Nim will hand her. For some reason, Nim has pear bear meat, but Nim will hand her a portion of pear bear meat.
Oh, no, I mean, I still got some we can get rid of.
Nim will continue to carry this.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Alright, soup's on. Zanzibar, do you want any?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Alright. Come get your portion.
Stupid Steam throwing stupid
So we
things in my
fast
stupid
forward
face.
through lunch.
Yeah, and over lunch, Zanzibar will. Wait. What? What happened? Oh, I'm on the entire wrong thing. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, and over lunch, Zanzibar will show Samson how to feed Boris the meats.
Boris?
Yeah, that.
I don't think Boris needs any help being fed.
Yeah, we'll say.
Their names are so similar. It's gonna be fun. Come here, Boris. Yes. Why have you called me? No, Boris. Yes, you are trying to say Boris. It is Boris. No, Boris. Yes, no. Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
So yeah, Samson will be listening to Zanzibar talk about feeding Boris.
And Killa will be listening to runes.
Samson splits his brain in half so he can hear both conversations at once.
Ah, yes. Simpson separates his brain hemispheres.
Sleight of brains.
Slice of brain. Slice of brain.
Just imagining you watch his eyes drift into the separate directions of the conversations until he just snaps. Ah! My Wawa bottle spit water all over me. I'm now Wawa'd. Man, it's only 6:30 and I'm almost out of water. I only got one bottle left. I'm dying.
Cringe.
Is there anything anybody immediately needs me for, or can I take a quick bathroom break?
I mean, they just have to make their rolls for rooms.
Those were already determined, right? I think.
What were they? Intelligence?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't remember the specific DC number. If I remember it while I'm going to the bathroom, I will scream and hopefully you will hear me.
And what's the DC?
I don't remember. Does anyone
Potato.
remember?
Nope.
I'm scrolling up.
Depends on how well Nim teaches.
I feel like it was a DC 20, but I also feel like that's high.
think it was 10, actually. Because both Hyella and Samson passed with a 10.
Okay. Then 10 it is. Yeah, I thought 20 sounded high.
Yeah, because I'm looking back at it. Samson's first roll was a 3, and then the second one became a 10. And then Hyella's was a 10, and then later a 4. Huggy.
Yeehaw.
Shit. I'm gonna roll lucky. Let's go.
Kelly, your turn.
Shaynim's caught up on our pyromancy, right? We were just fully in electromancy.
Yeah, that's what you guys did last session.
I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I don't know what the full list is, so I can't definitively say. She has Blazing Arcana, Endless Pyre, Firestarter, Fount of Flame, and Overwhelming Explosions.
Which
And
leaves
some of that
one,
stuff is
and
needed
that...
by your level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's
I guess
supposed
whatever
to...
you're not high enough level for, you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yes.
most of them end at 14th level, I think, and that's just the one she's missing. Alright. And we've been over it enough times I don't have to ask about Cryo, Geo, or Hydro. So they're learning runes right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ruining.
I was just about to say they're runing. Straight up ruining time.
Y'all already had that.
Boo.
I want to boo along with you, but I'm
I
also...
say is we've already made that joke.
I'm sitting here making a face because that was... that was good, Jade. That was good.
I am a genius.
Yes, you
She
are.
admits it.
How long do we do the stuff?
I don't know, probably like an hour for like a lunch break.
Which brings us to what time? O'clock?
Probably around like 1.
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty hearty thing of a mushroom and meat stew.
A mushroom and meat stew. Zanzibar just sitting there with the bowl, chowing down.
How is it?
You're a good survival cook, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Somewhat reminds me of the old caveman days.
What man?
Oh. Yeah, back, way back. There was a time where people just lived in caves and stuff. Didn't have language.
Are you talking about dwarves? Is what I really want to say.
That's
Y'all
right.
just sitting here like literally some of the tribes from where I'm from just live in caves.
Damn.
She doesn't say
Hotness.
anything, but she's like, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, it was like last week.
Mhm.
Back before language was really a thing. Those days were fun. A lot less war.
Ugh.
Still just enough fighting. I so desperately want him to just say nonchalantly, I remember when the spoon was invented. Just some real old man-ish shit. I remember when they invented sliced bread. Oh, no more getting up at 6 a.m. to cut the loaves for Papa. Oh, at least I make myself laugh. So you guys finish up your rune lesson, brings us to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Alright. Nim, you ready for your lessons?
Sorry, several dumb things crossed my mind and I couldn't pick one.
Are they
Two.
to be shared with the class?
No, not today.
Ah. Some point in the future then.
Maybe.
Do you need me
We'll see
to
what the dice say.
Exactly.
Do you need me to see what do you need me to repeat what Zanzibar said?
No.
Okay.
Let's go along Snowdrop.
Well, that's a good answer as any.
Doo-doo.
Alright, I leave. Oh, wait, that's the wrong token. I leave this baby in your hands once again. Try not to overfeed him, and if he ends up being overfed and pukes, well, clean it up.
I really want to have Samson look at, or I want to have Yella look at Samson and be like, "Will do."
Mm-hmm. Totally not maliciously or anything. We have to get rid of at least one rat.
Merrymaker
Yeah.
is baby.
Hat, hat.
He's older than you.
Only
Baby.
in years.
But he baby.
Oh, neat. This is actually kind of cool.
I can see
Oh.
Samson in Desmond's outfit.
I was looking at the UA I was talking about, and they have rune-based feats that give you things.
Whoa.
Alright, what of the electromancy do you have?
Alright, the things that I have are as follows, as I'm about to state, and they are Electrifying Arcanist and Master Electrician.
Oh, before Nim goes, Samson's going to ask for her ice stone.
Yeah, it's in my bag.
A bag you have on you, or a bag upstairs?
Bag upstairs.
You mind if I go take it?
Sure, I'm not using it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And Samson will take it. Go to one of the bags that is Nim's and reach in for something that feels like ice.
It bites you for some reason.
Frostbite again.
Anyway, I'm joking.
Yeah, and he'll grab it.
Oh yeah, your homework from last week.
That she did immediately.
Yeah.
Do you have the? Oh yeah, that's right. So you have those spells planned out, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to say them?
No, because I know you already ran them by me. I'm just thinking of how to go about doing this. Because these are written very mechanically, and it doesn't leave me a lot of room for RPing their introduction. If that makes sense.
You ain't got a homie.
Well, fair enough. I'm gonna.
Just do it like Iroh did with Zuko. And zap Nim until she redirects it.
No. No.
Oh, I probably should have told you 2 spells, but anyway, you can.
Oh, I
pick
can
from them.
add them now because like we didn't go over it.
Yeah, because in total you get 3 spells that do lightning damage that don't count to your spell list, but one's at 6th, 9th, and 13th level. And you're not 13th level, so you'd only have the 6th and the 9th. But anyway, that's right, Zanzibar told you to go review some spells that you wanted. And then he'll teach you that, so make your Arcana rolls.
I'm trying to decide if I want to re-roll it. I'll just blow tap. How many of these are left? Just like give me a number.
Of the things you have left to learn,
Mm-hmm.
after you complete Font of Thunderlight, then there's just Power Conduit, so 2 things.
Okay.
Damn, being left on red.
Yes.
That one I'm gonna re-roll.
So we're at 2 hours.
I re-rolled that one.
Yeah, I know.
What is up with these 1 points at a time?
Nice.
Hopefully, is
Nice.
the bonus working?
Yes.
Unless that
Yes,
unless that one is. Are you talking about the one bonus, or are you talking about the fact that 16 went to 17?
It got 16, 17, 18.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's what I'm
okay.
talking about.
Ah, okay. I'm assuming that +1 is from the stone.
There we
Magic
go.
stone,
Okay,
lucky
so
stone.
Nim only did 3 rolls because for the last one.
3 hours.
Alright,
I follow.
then I'll add the spells in a minute, and we're gonna go on to the next one, right?
Yeah. And you should
Common
see
checks, man.
Font of Thunderlight now.
Pog.
Wait, roll the dice again!
Fuck.
Dang. No double net 20.
Oh god, so the next one so the Power Conduit she just aces.
Yep. Nim no longer baby. Nim has power.
Unlimited power!
Not quite yet, but she's close. Alright, and you should see Power Conduit now, right?
Yes.
So as you're practicing your lightning spells and doing the last lesson which is to make them jump from a target other than yourself, before Zanzibar can even congratulate you on completing your lesson, you feel a well of magic deep inside of you burst forth. Roll on the wild magic table. This does not
Oh,
reset your
boy.
counter.
Right
Okay.
next to the tower.
Look, it's not my fault he keeps doing this next to the tower.
I just throw the tokens where they're convenient, honestly. Also, I try and keep them close because I know Jade has problems with panning. So I don't
Nothing
wanna-
happens.
Really? 77 isn't
Yeah,
nothing?
it's the polymorph one. Nim can't polymorph.
Oh. So anyway.
just a little whoopee cushion sound plays.
Wah, wah, wah. See? Perfect. So anyway, you feel that surge of magic. Well, congratulations. Until you get more experience, you are capable, at least by my measure, of surviving. Now, I would suggest that you spar with me and give me everything you got, but I have a inkling of an indication that you are not going to want to do that no matter what I try. Unless you do, in which case start throwing spells at me.
But you're so close.
Blow him up.
Mhm.
He kind of just takes a few steps away from you and turns around. The choice is completely up to you. I have faith
Sorry.
in my teaching and your capabilities, but a practical demonstration of everything you can dish out might be a good teaching experience for both me, seeing where you're truly at, and you, seeing just how much devastation you can cause if you need to. I promise I won't punch back.
I hate that, first off. Second of all, sorry, I got a DM. I didn't hear the first part.
Oh, he basically said, now that you've finished up to these lessons, all you have really left to do is gain more experience and power so that he can handle the last set of his teachings. But, you know, he would advise that you spar and dish everything you can out at him as basically a demonstration to both of you of what you're truly capable now that you've done all this training. But he also doesn't expect that you want to spar. So he's kind of leaving it open-ended because, well, trying to force you into something you don't want to do has in the past proven not to work very well. So in even shorter, it's basically, do you want to see just how far you've come?
How would I go about doing that if I did that?
Basically, Zanzibar doesn't attack you, and you go into combat, and you unload your entire kit on Zanzibar's body, and head, and mind.
How about we switch over to Kiel and Samson while I add my funky spells, and then we'll come back to this.
Fair enough. And maybe the explosions can make them want to come down and watch Nim go full hog.
Yeah, I imagine they're talking about fireworks and suddenly there's just like explosions outside. It's like, well, there it is.
The
Is that
sky
what you-
goes dark as lightning cracks down on the same. Yeah, like that.
Honestly, I see Hyala could just be like, Hyala would just not think anything of it. It's like, huh. It looks like, I guess they're just doing training. And then Samson looks down from the tower window. He's like, no, they're actually full on fighting. And Hyala, before he can even turn around, there's just stuff flying off the table. Skella's running out the door.
There's just a dust cloud shaped Kiala.
Like
She's
Samson
no
looks
longer-
down, and there's just a tiny little Nim-shaped thing popping out of a thing of smoke and unleashing a huge magical blast. No, they're fighting. Except for wind, feline acrobatics, all the things just blasted into movement. Anyway, yeah, but we go back to Hyala and Sammy-san.
I mean, some proper Varation fireworks would be great.
Well, it sounds like we may be traveling there at some point, or we can ask Zanzibar for it.
I'm sure something mundane like that wouldn't be too much of an issue with him.
Kiela shrugs.
I wonder if we can get up onto the roof, too.
Of this?
Yeah.
Why don't we go see? And she just points at the door to the stairs.
And Samson is, huh? Yeah, let's try for that.
Woo, weird experimentation on the roof.
With funny stairs.
Yeah. Wow, look.
We're behind the scenes, yeehaw!
Wow, we're in the walls!
So what happens if we go into the stairwell and ask to go to the roof?
I don't know. Guess you'll have to start asking and find out. Or
I just did.
Roof! You know, this is literally us doing that exact thing.
oh, I thought you were asking me preemptively or versus
No.
actively doing the action.
This is just emptively.
Yeah. No
so,
pre.
So you are in fact fucking around and finding out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
Whoa, empty with no pre.
Whoa. So you go into the stairwell and you're walking around in the funny plane.
Well, I mean, we're used to using it by now.
Yeah, exactly. And you're trying to. I'm guessing. What is the specific wording you are asking of the stairwell?
Samson's gonna be like, I want to get to the roof of the tower.
All right.
Yeah.
Samson is, I want to get to the roof of the tower. Yala's specific statement is.
Pretty much the same.
All right. So, you get to a door. Independently, each of you get to your own door. Obviously, separation happens in this void world. And as you open the door, what at first was a normal person door, then opens up to be, as you're holding it, a hatch into a dark room, and you end up falling forward, and then as the hatch closes, you fall back down and fall on the ground. Both of you at the same time. So it's like gravity got a little wibbly wobbly.
Athletics check to see if we fall on our ass.
Yeah, pretty much. You can make an athletics check to see that, or just...
Oh, I meant acrobatics.
Where
Yeah,
did we fall
yeah.
to?
Huh?
Like back inside or somewhere else?
Like, you were standing in front of the door, it opens, the door kind of morphs into a trap hatch, and then you fall forward, which then becomes your up, which then gravity shifts and it becomes your down again.
Yeah, no, I
So-
got that.
Oh,
Where did
okay.
we fall to?
I will get to that in a moment. Well, if and when you roll your acrobatics checks to decide whether or not you indeed landed on your ass. Samson, having his backflip stretches this morning, manages to keep on his feet. Is Hyala making the roll?
Do I have to?
You could choose to fall on your butt. I don't care.
No, I would choose to land because she's a cat.
Damn.
She succeeds, and she lands on her feet, like a cat. All fours, tail in the air. I'm joking. She just lands.
Meanwhile, Samson's posed up when you take like a 3D model and shift like the axis on their feet and they're just fucking wigging out.
Hey, Meg, are you good?
Like if you fucking took like an army man and like just like tied a rope around like the platform and swung it around.
So it is quite.
Yeah, I'm fun.
It is quite dark. Hyala, with your dark vision, you can manage to... What's the limit of your dark vision? Pitch blackness is like dimly lit, right?
Dim light is full light and darkness is dim light.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's 60 feet? Usually 60.
Yeah, so the room to you is dim light. Samson, you...
Can't see nothing.
Yeah, you're blind.
My glasses. I can't see without my
My
glasses.
glasses! So, what the Hyala doing? Because I'm assuming Samson's walking around with his hands in front of his face.
He's not moving. He can't see shit.
Alright, Samson's standing there.
She'll look around.
Roll
This
me
is a shit
investigation. Roll me investigation check.
Roll.
Well, the DC was a flat 10, so it's a little too dark for you to make anything out. You might have to fumble your way around a little. There seems
Can-
to be something hanging in the middle of the room.
As far as roofs go, this is not what I was expecting.
Agreed.
We get zapped
Hey.
by Nim.
Ow! They can see again.
No, I'm just testing to make sure stuff works. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a meme.
Also, I can't hit you guys from there. Yeah.
Oh, hum.
Kel will pull out a torch. Light it.
Oh, I was gonna do the
Yeah.
same thing.
We can both do it.
But why would we both use a torch?
Because then more area gets lit.
But then more torch gets used.
And
You
we
guys
have enough wood to make
fucking
new torches.
guys, 90% of the
So-
time. What does it matter?
At least one of you lights a torch. And upon lighting the torch, you can see that there's an old hanging brazier in the center of what is clearly an attic.
There's a what?
You know, like a hanging
brazier.
bla- Yeah.
One of those like
What?
it's like a copper brazier. It's something that you light.
Just use the word to define the word.
It's a torch that's an old lamp
It is a
that
thing.
they would use where lamps go, but ceiling lamps.
Yeah, it's a place where fire goes, so that room is light.
Hmm.
And that was the thing that you could see hanging in the middle of the room.
Fun.
But in the light of the torch, whether you light the brazier or not, you can see clearly that roof was translated to attic. And you are in a place where you do not think anybody has been for quite some time.
Kel's gonna look at Samson and be like, I'm guessing this isn't what you had in mind for setting off explosions.
No, we can't even see the outside from here. But and he looks at Yella and gets like a little smirk. You think we should snoop around?
I didn't see anything earlier, but I suppose it couldn't hurt.
Well, now that we can see better, and Samson's gonna look around, is there anything that immediately jumps out, or is this just an empty ass attic?
Oh, it's full of stuff. You know, not really organized, but it's also not heaped on top of each other like it's a giant garbage pile. It's there with some amount of organization, but you can see it's a bunch of like old mementos and stuff, old pieces of armor. You notice some clothing of various, almost looks like various eras and time periods hung up on different things. You note a couple of books, which Samson, having snooped around in other places, you kind of take a notice that they don't look like the same books Zanzibar would keep. You know, there's a fair amount of dust on them, but they're more colorful, almost like they have pictures on them. Closer investigation would reveal more.
Samson will try to investigate, but not touch anything.
So,
Like,
anything
Try
in
to leave
particular?
things as undisturbed. The books and the armor.
Alright. Which one first?
We'll go with the books.
So as you come over to some of the books, they look very well made, but they're also very, very old. And you can see on the binding, there does appear to be some runes. But when
Is
you
it
look at...
anything Samson would recognize from his small lesson?
Let me flip a coin. Because I don't feel it's that important I need to think big thoughts on, but I also don't have a direct answer. So they definitely seem like preservation runes, although it's a little more advanced than what you're used to.
Yeah.
Even more advanced than preservation tags. So clearly they're meant to stop things from aging to a very, very high degree. But you see the title is written in common. And the first book you notice has a bunch of, stars and the moon, sun, and other things on it. Like a night sky, but with no particular order, and it just reads, "The star, the skies are all for me."
These are children's books, aren't they?
They are, in fact, children's books.
Oh, oh, that's cute.
You want to roll another investigation check for the armor?
Sure. Yep, that's armor.
Would you like to roll a lucky point for the armor?
No.
Or you
you
could
only
let
have
the
one
other
left.
person in the room look at it who probably knows more about armor.
That is true.
That is
Yeah.
probably what he'll do when his investigation brings up nothing.
Yep, this is armor.
That sure is armor. Hey, Yala, you know anything about this?
And she will look.
I swear to God, if she rolls a 2.
I would have. Okay, so she couldn't roll a 2, but if she also rolled a 3, that would have been funny as shit.
Well, she rolled a 9. Is there anything between the two that could bump that up to a 10 so it can pass?
Can we add our 3 and 9 together? They say 2 heads are better than 1.
Guess I don't know why you didn't give out.
I mean, I already failed. I don't know if I would have been able to.
I don't know, so let's ask the coin if you can combine those rolls. The coin
Well, that's a
says-
+1. That's a 10.
the coin unfortunately. The coin unfortunately says no.
Damn, Zanzibar, you're unfair about people snooping through your shit.
Can Kiala roll history to see if she remembers having seen this armor somewhere before?
Yes! I like your thinking. Yes, I will allow this.
More rolls.
Let's fucking go!
I'm not rolling well today. I should get drunk.
So
I'll get drunk with you, except I can't have
it's
alcohol.
hard to see at
I don't
first
want to.
because it's really
Same.
dusty. So you get a little bit closer and you
That
try and ask yourself, is there anything about this armor that strikes me? And then it almost smacks you dead on the head. But you realize that this armor is strikingly, like, uncannily so, similar to the armor you remember Prin wearing, but it looks so much more primitive, so much older. Like, the metalwork isn't even really there. There's not as much metal or forging to it, almost like there's bits of it that are hewn rock, more leather to it. Whereas his armor was much fancier, almost a mastercraft. This seems more like, from a different time entirely.
She'll hold it up to Samson and be like,
The torch
so
or
look
the
at this.
armor?
What?
The torch or the armor? What's she holding up?
The armor.
Ah, okay.
She got 2 hands. But yeah, she's gonna be like, if you ignore this part, and she points to like the areas that are the most different from Prin's, she's like, it looks a bit like what Bellatis wore.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
What do you think it's doing here?
Oh. Does Samson know or remember? Well, I guess it's more so know that, like, Zanzibar brought Prin's body back to, like, the headmaster, or does he just think he got rid of it?
Well, he did say he was gonna bring it back.
Yeah. Okay, so
Because I don't think
So
Samson
then-
would have ever agreed to him taking the body if he had thought he was just gonna chuck it in the fucking river or some shit. That was a big point of contention at the time with Samson.
that makes sense. So he'll be like, well, I think Zanzibar knows someone pretty up there from Prince's home country. Might have been like a memento or something.
Yeah. She's gonna test its strength a bit.
Just gonna try and like bend the pieces of the armor.
Yeah.
Roll a strength check. A DC 15.
I'd like
Sam?
to roll something other than a 10 now, please.
No. So, as far as you can tell, despite its age, it's quite sturdy. You certainly haven't broken this memento.
She's gonna scratch it like near an edge with a claw and just see.
Any particular part or just random dealer's choice?
I mean, like not right in the middle where it would be super obvious that she put a claw mark on it just in case it worked. So like off to the side.
Like the
near an
metal,
edge.
the stone-like bits, or okay, so the metal. So it resists your nail.
It seems like it would still be wearable.
Interesting.
Kelly goes in to see if it's like a full set.
Like helmet, leggings.
Yeah, because I
plate.
imagine she just grabbed like a breastplate or something for her demo.
Yeah, I mean, it is very much sized for a dragonborn. The helmet clearly is not meant for a tabaxi or a human skull. There is a big hole in the back for where a tail would be. There aren't really greaves. Big metal boots. So much as there's just leg padding that kind of gives way to an open foot.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a pretty intact piece of armor.
Nice.
You can't really make a determination that there's anything that would be missing from it.
Yeah, she just like seems like a waste for it to sit up here.
Yeah. Might mean something to him.
You believe that?
I mean, yeah.
She puts it back.
What do you mean? Do I believe that?
Well, it's sitting up here and this place seems rather untouched.
I mean, for an old hermit like Zanzibar, don't you think that's how he'd want most of his stuff?
I'm not sure. It seems like if you live alone, you might as well keep your treasures out where you can see them and enjoy them.
And what about when thieves like us come by?
That doesn't seem to be something he needs to worry about. I mean, you saw what happened when he lost the ring on his finger. I don't think petty thievery is a big issue.
Who knows? Knowing him, he probably just doesn't want to deal with any of that nonsense. Seems like his
suppose.
motivation for a lot of things. Lazy old boomer.
A Lazy
What
old
is-
boomer.
A boomer.
Oh, it's like someone who makes things go boom.
Ah,
You know, like
Makes sense.
Zanzibar does.
so Nim would be a boomer.
Yeah, I'd say Nim's a boomer.
How fucking dare you guys?
That's how the slang term is used in this universe. What can we do?
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You know, I don't,
So,
I'll be
and she's
fair
gonna-
though. Hold
she's
on, I'll be
gonna-
fair. I don't think Nim would be a boomer. She's more of a baby boomer, if anything.
No.
She is a baby and a boomer.
Oh man. That was
Oh,
peak.
I'm so glad I got a laugh out of you, man. I was really hoping. Oh, I was rushing to get back in here for that one.
That's one of those things I kind of wish I said myself.
Yeah! She's not a boomer. She's just a baby boomer.
So, Hilla's gonna point at Simpson's guns and be like, would you call those boomers as well, or is it only people?
I mean, object ain't really a boomer. It's more people.
I see.
There is a suffix you can add to boomer for objects that they carry. We say ANG, so it'd be a boomerang.
Wow.
Or, you
Except,
know, if you're,
except
or, you
this
know,
one.
Go on.
Except it's not as good as this one came back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or if you're a piece of shit, it'd be a boomerang. That one was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you're really putting the boo in these.
That movie was so bad, though.
Yes.
So bad, it's funny.
No.
Yeah, not even.
But nah. I mean, these are more shooters than boomers.
I see. Well, I'm guessing it would be better to not move anything else up here.
Yeah, he got real annoyed at me last time I went looking through stuff.
Did he? I don't fully remember that.
did.
Yeah. Simpson went into like his little library lab and he's like, "Did you touch anything?" Simpson's like, "No, not really." And he's like, "Good, I would have had to eradicate you from existence." So, to your question of did he? The answer is yes, very much.
A lot.
Yeah. Maybe there's another way to the roof. Oh,
I
what about
have-
the window?
Is there a window in here?
No, the window in the main area lab
Room
thing.
thing.
Does the tower look scalable?
If you're good enough at climbing.
Which both of us are.
Yeah. I should just be like, I suppose.
Let's go check. And then Simpson will start walking back to the little hatch.
There's another option potentially.
Oh?
If we ask to go 2 feet above the top of the building, then wherever we fall will be the top.
True. Does this thing take us out of the tower, though? I feel like it's only moved us to different places in the tower.
Then how have we been getting outside?
The vestibule? Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
I don't know, Samson. I live in a tent. Do tents
Me
have
too.
vestibules?
But yeah, there's that little, like, walkway inside, like, when you first get into the tower.
Yeah, when you very, very first get inside. Like
Why
for
is
the-
it I remember that more than most of the things that happened around that time period in this campaign?
I don't know.
Nothing else important was going on around that time.
And you really only end up in that little footpath when you first open the door and start walking up the stairs. Same way that when you go out of the main room down the stairs, you get like maybe 3 or 4 steps before you end up in the weirdo zone.
Well, yeah, but like when we're going back down to the base floor, we end up in that vestibule before we leave the building.
Yeah, because I was under
A
the
lot of
impression
it,
we
yeah.
just go in the stairs and we say, I want to be outside, and it puts us outside.
No, you end up getting to the door, and you open the door and walk outside.
Okay, yeah, then that conversation didn't happen.
It could have.
Well, no, because Yala would know that.
Yeah, Hyala would know this thing doesn't teleport us out of the building.
Fair enough.
Or wouldn't assume it does.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard to put a wall there, but there's a door about here. I just don't really have anywhere to put it because it's a vertical top cut of the top of a tower that is at minimum like 100 feet tall.
Jump out the window.
Oh, Hyala, up, not down.
Jump out the window carefully.
There you go. Yeah, Samson's gonna open up that, like, main hatch that Zanzibar threw him out of that one time.
Yeah, the one window he knows for sure that opens.
Yeah. She's gonna hold out her hands so that she can like boost him above where the window is, because I'm guessing you can't climb a window.
Fair enough.
And Samson's going to do something that he's never done before, and when he, like, looks out the window, he's gonna look up to the top of the tower.
I thought you were gonna say use his brain.
So, Shaylin,
That couldn't happen.
is it safe to say that when Samson opens the window and starts climbing out, is Nim fighting and giving Zanzibar everything she has, or are we still undetermined on that?
Oh, yeah, I figured that out a while ago.
Okay, and the answer is?
Yeah, sure, let's do it, and then we'll do it exactly until our wild magic goes off, and no further.
Alright. So, that means Samson's gonna
Well,
open up the window when Nim's opening up her first attack. I just have to change the music first. Where's the
I was
music?
gonna ask, do you want to let them both get on the top of the thing? Because I think it'd be funnier.
If they're on the top of the tower and all of a sudden they hear an explosion?
Yeah.
I leave that up to the climbers then.
Oh, that'd be pretty pog.
Opening up the window to hear an explosion go off, or being on the top of the tower chillaxing to hear an explosion go
Being
off?
on the top of the tower.
Yeah,
At least
on
I
the top
think
of the
so.
tower? What is the Jade vote?
I mean, I assume there's more than one explosion that's going to happen, so both.
Yeah.
I guess the first explosion is them practicing, and the second one is her blasting.
Yeah.
So yeah, Samson will stick his head outside and look up. I guess at that same time, Nim's
Practicing
Doing
her
stuff.
electric surges?
yeah, and Samson's gonna look down and be like, "Hi, Nim, how's that going?"
From like a few hundred feet in the air.
Wouldn't him hear it?
You look like an ant.
Alright, let's I can't remember. I feel like the tower is only 100 feet tall. Does anybody remember?
No.
Was it
It's
one?
your tower.
No, but also, they wouldn't be, like, I don't think he would be at the 100 because it'd take absolutely nothing to get to the roof in. In fact, that there would have been an attic. I think.
The attic is actually beneath us.
Oh, damn.
True. Well, then I guess it's fair to say that there's...
You said there was a few stories last time they jumped out, so I'd assume that, like, maybe, I don't know, 60 feet up?
I was gonna say more like from the floor of where you would stand normally up to the very tippy top of the tower. You know, the end of the Witch Hat Spire would be 20 feet-ish? Is that fair to say?
So it'd be a 20-foot climb?
Let's call it 30 feet. Give a little extra stuff. Say that the ceiling of the interior is 10 foot high. The stairs are short stairs. They only go up like 1 or 2 feet, right? To the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then you got 20 feet. In that 20 feet, there'd be enough space for an attic.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair's fair.
Alright, so then Samson will start climbing.
He starts climbing. Congratulations on climbing.
Before he climbs, he's gonna leave some rope down for Yella.
Yella doesn't take it.
Chella doesn't need your goddamn rope.
I mean, unless you mean she'll pull it back inside and hold it while you're going up as like a
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah, that.
net.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chella doesn't
And then
take
he
it.
will go 35 feet up and probably get onto the brim. You said it was a Witch Hat Spire?
Yeah. It's got a very, like, thin spike in the middle. It's got a wide brim and a thin spike. You kind of get what I'm getting?
Yes.
Picking up what I'm putting down? Poggers. This high up, though, you know, and on top of the tower, there is significantly more wind than there is at the very bottom of the tower. Which one would think would be nice, but the desert's so hot, it's like getting blasted in the face with a hot hairdryer.
Which I feel like is almost, could be a little bit refreshing if you're, like, cold as shit from an ice stone.
Yeah.
At least for
Normally,
Samson.
it would be absolutely fucking awful, but you're ice stoning.
I am stoned.
Straight
No,
up
it's
ice stoning.
No, Yella has refused to be stoned right now.
Yeah, Shallow only stones if she's safe, and that's never the case.
She's safe when she's places that aren't here.
At school, where she
And
risks
we aren't
death?
wanted terrorists.
At home, where there's war? Anywhere else where she's a wanted terrorist?
Yeah, anyway, she follows.
Yeah, he'll let her know, don't need the rope no more, unsafe.
Got it.
And she'll
Tie
drop.
that end at the top.
Will do. And he'll do.
And he
And
do.
then Kella will go up, keeping one hand on the rope as her own safety thing.
Ain't too bad up here.
Indeed.
And I guess after, like, the whole adventure, just gonna, like, sort of, like, kick back and relax. Look up at the sky, now with, I assume, nothing, like, in the way or on the horizon, considering they're about 100 feet in the air.
Yeah, about.
And then they push each other off.
Be
Ah,
gone.
now we play sumo! Yeah!
Sumo? You can't sumo, I run.
You can't run. You're in Footyton.
Yeah, but that last tile discard put me back into Yaku.
No, Yaku.
And then Hela jumps off. No, Kaku!
It lands on Nim.
No, not him.
Making Nim take the brunt of all of her fall damage.
Yeah.
Isn't it,
Sorry.
depending on the height, it goes like a quarter, half, and then like 3/4?
Mm-hmm.
I learned that because one of my characters got a sword, and I intend to fall on them.
Woo!
I remember seeing this post about a monk that would use his like monk abilities plus some magic to just like jump into the air, dive bomb on someone,
Yeah.
and then teleport back up to the air and do it again.
Woo!
Yeah, because they would cast a Islam Strider jump on themselves and then do
Jump.
it.
Alright,
Yeah.
so this is a perfect example of why I have trouble with distances. For what I visualized this tower to be, I'm missing a 0. It should be closer to 1,000 feet.
Christ.
Yeah. I don't do mental images of distance very well. So there you go.
And that's in total or from where we started?
I think that's based to
That's
Tip?
base to tip.
And we were already decently up. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's still doable given that both of our climbing speeds are high.
yeah. It just wouldn't take the 6 seconds we'd think it would.
Yeah.
Well,
It
yeah.
takes a little longer than 6 seconds.
No,
Crazy.
from where you started to the top of the tower, I would say is definitely still like the last 30, 40 feet.
Okay.
Because it's not that like the room's got a massive vaulted ceiling, it's just you're not close to the ground.
This would be perfect for fireworks.
That's good. Do you think we could get Nim up here?
She can fly. Right?
Didn't you say kind of?
Yes.
I suppose she could also just hold on to my back.
Yeah. That would work too. Yeah. You want to just stay up here for a little while?
Don't see why not.
Whew. And Samson's going to lean back and try and tip his hat over his eyes, but then remember that he doesn't have it and Yala does. Oh.
She'll notice and hand it back over.
No.
Oh.
Hat blows off in the hot hair dryer.
I trust you with it.
Alright. She just puts it back on and takes just a second to readjust it with her ears again.
And I imagine, like, as they're relaxing is when Nim's big blast off that starts happening.
Yeah. Samson's like, wow, it's just like the fireworks, but without the visual aspect.
Is that our kickoff, our start?
Yeah,
No.
that was on accident.
It was pretty funny for being on accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You should know by now that me talking means that the opposite will happen.
True.
Alright, since Zanzibar is not hitting back, I feel it's safe that we don't need an actual turn order or combat thing for this. Right?
Exactly.
It's just
Just
unloading
start
whatever
blasting
chain of
immediately
spells
wild
she feels.
surges and sobs.
Okay.
So Nim says some I don't remember what she said, but she basically says, "Yeah, sure, let's do it."
Yeah.
Well, the day is full of surprises. As he just cracks his knuckles in his neck. Let's see if you can actually make me feel some pain.
Ah, I'm gonna set him on fire. Okay, let's start with this.
Make me actually feel some pain. Your wife's dead, Lamau.
And then Nim
Your wife's
fucking-
never coming back, Zanzibar. You don't have vicious mockery.
And then Simpson and Yella just hear a massive boom, and they just see Nim's severed head just come up to the top of the tower.
I was just picturing it being just the buns.
It's it's like a Crash Bandicoot when he explodes and just his shoes land on the platform.
Yeah, but fun.
But Bun,
Oh, hey, Nim's buns are up here.
you can revivify that, right?
Hmm. Actually, yes.
As long as we have all the pink mist available.
Actually, no. It'd be blue mist, remember? Blue. The Nim's got blue blood.
Mm. I don't know if Yella knows that.
Well, once
She
the
was at
blue mist turns pink, then we should be able to do it.
It was like when the golems were doing things, were being feral little babies. I think Yala was at the table then. She probably saw Nim.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they stabby Nim.
Mm. Stabby, stabby.
Yeah, because Yala was teaching Nim how to get him to just get bored of trying to resist.
So,
Mhm.
It's funny. You said that Zanzibar explodes Nim, and I just imagine Samson looks up, be like, "Say I told you, boomers."
Mm.
That
Boomers can be
dang
mother
baby
boomers?
boomer.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say it's safe to assume he passes the saving throw.
Why? What's the difference?
Takes half
Half
damage.
damage or not?
Nah,
Unless he's gonna just fail on purpose.
yeah, I was about to say, he's not really trying to resist. He's trying to see how much damage you can do. Him resisting would just, you know, lessen that. Pretty sure we all agree Nim's not gonna kill Zanzibar.
What?
Don't tell Jade that.
So how much damage does she
It's
output
okay.
with a single attack?
Okay, so with this first one, you take the 22. Yeah, it's just a dex save.
Which he's failing on purpose.
Yeah. So it's the 22, and then on the next turn, I can. Wait, I probably should have done haste first, but anyway. Point is, I just didn't want to waste the secondary action, because you can just make them take an automatic one the next turn.
So she just calls 2 lightning bolts to strike him one turn after another?
No, just once, and then I'm gonna get rid of it, so. Get away. Get away. You guys hear big boom, and then another big boom.
2 massive booms go out.
Did the sun just shoot lightning down?
And a 60 feet cylinder.
I guess it would be a storm cloud, right?
Pretty sure.
A storm cloud
Yeah, storm
appears
cloud
in the shape
appears.
of a cylinder.
It's 10 feet tall. Literally putting clouds above his head.
Yes.
A lot of clouds doing that today.
That,
Cloud?
that one's not that great.
Hey, you're really rolling the 20s here.
Yeah. Which is weird for a 3rd level spell. Oh, hold on one sec. That is very short-lived.
I'd laugh my ass off if you get the one that makes you shoot lightning.
I'd be low-key upset if it did more damage than Nim just did.
Wait, did you wild surge?
Yeah.
What's the effect?
Yo, baby, let's go! Hold on one sec.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Potted
You're
plant.
fucking kidding
Potted
me!
plant.
You're fucking
no.
kidding me, aren't you? You're actually... You're fucking kidding. God damn it. That's
She
so...
would never joke about something like that.
No, because
Aw.
it's not the potted plant. Ah!
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
immune to alcohol for another 11 days.
I really,
So,
I
what
was
is
fully
new?
convinced she just turned into a fucking potted plant.
So,
What's
maybe
one of the
should-
ones I want? That one's fine, so I'll keep going. Let's... Man, so many nat ones!
Reroll it.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that one. That's...
Rolling,
1, 2,
rolling.
It's 42.
42 fire damage.
Yep.
So you hit him with a bunch of lightning, send a bolt ripping through his chest, and then quickly combo into a massive wreath of flames as you just engulf him in its entirety. Through the flames, you can see the silhouette of him standing there, knocked a little bit back on his foot, but still standing.
Because I like this spell. Are you kidding me?
What do you just say Zanzibar and hurl psychic at him?
Oh, I don't... Okay, so that's if you don't see someone, you can just say their name. You don't actually have to. That's just one of
Oh
the reasons.
yeah, okay. I think it's just a funny option that keeps sticking in my head. Just imagining him constantly being like, Samson!
Nim-
Samson! Samson! Zanzibar!
Nim's psychic
Oh, sorry.
lance.
That was supposed to be 2.
Nim's psychic lance is like a word bubble that comes out and just flies at someone.
Ignore that random 3. That was supposed to be a d6. I'll take it. Gosh
You're
dang.
rerolling again.
Yeah, just ignore the 3 that wasn't supposed to be there.
To
The
29.
3 is ignored.
Alright, let's see. How are Kiala and Samson doing up there with the random explosions? I just got a nat 20 to not wild surge.
What happens if she gets a second one?
We'll find out. I'll worry about it if she gets the second 20.
Roll that again. Roll that again.
No.
And you suck.
I didn't need to be informed.
It's okay, Shay. I don't think you suck.
What else is there to cast? 'Cause I can.
I'm sorry, I'm just seeing the fairly big numbers. Is she just rolling really low?
Yes.
Yeah, she's rolling kind of low, but I like the fact that like almost none of her spells are doing any more than like 30 damage.
One of those was a level 5 spell!
Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
So, how long does that Wreath of Flames last?
That's hilarious, dude. Huh?
How long does that immolation last?
Give me 1 second and I can tell you.
Just because I want to kind of act this out.
5 spell book.
Could have just scrolled up. Wasn't that far away. Oh yeah, the duration would be a little.
The spell's duration is 1 minute.
Oh.
It's just, it's a concentration, so Nim's canceling it when she's doing another spell.
Yeah, so you breathe them in flames and then cancel it for the psychic glance, right?
Yeah.
No, concentration spells, you only have to cancel them if you're concentrating on a different spell.
Yeah, but I don't want to continue to roll other stuff.
Coward.
Ugh, fine, I'll keep it up. So with the fireball, it would also do an extra 21 damage. Oh, that rolls well. That rolled so much better.
I'm proud of you, Shay.
So you keep them wreathed in flames and you hit them with a psychic glance and then add another fireball on top of it?
Yep. Alright, let's... Then...
Man, all these fire spells is just starting to make me think
I
that...
have a lot of fire spells.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just imagining that Nim unleashing all these fire spells just starts to sound like the Fire Force sound effects. The really dubsteppy explosion sounds.
He's letting himself get hit, but I'm testing out Witch Bolt upcast, so I'm just gonna roll for damage.